Short kickoff to the 15-yard line. Hughes brings it back to the 44. Tyrone Hughes.
Well, Tyrone Hughes is having a Pro Bowl year, and he's having one of the best years of his career, obviously. But I spoke with Vi Sikahema the other day, and he was watching tapes, and I went in to look what he was watching at, and here he's watching Hughes. He thinks Hughes is not only having a great year, but he thinks he sets his blockers up as well as any return man in the game, and he gets his vote for Pro Bowl.
Hughes on kickoff returns, averaging 25.8 yards a return and 22 returns. That is good stuff. First down, Eric Brown. Brown hits hard. The ball is that play whistle dead. Hopkins.
Yeah, it was Hopkins. And again, Bud Carson walked Hopkins up right at the last second to give him that 8-man front, and then Hopkins does a good job of seeing everything in front of him and steps right into the hole. Now watch him right at the end. He's going to start walking up, then he'll find the hole and make the tackle right inside. Watch him slide right back in. Boom! Nice shot. Good defense. Floyd Turner with the Jets.
Brought down from behind, the ball loose in the end zone.
Doesn't matter. The referee is pointing down. The play is dead on the 2-yard line.
McMillan made the tackle from behind, and that's where it will be signaled dead at the 2. 52 yards. Welch to Floyd Turner.
Watch in the middle. This is a matchup of McMillan. He's going to come right across the top. They run the zone underneath. Now watch him come clean across with McMillan and Chase, and right here he turns on the Jets and starts running away from people. Now McMillan will take the good angle, work to the top shoulder, and just runs him down. Now once the ball is loose by the field, the referee points and it stays right there.
By contact. On first down, touchdown. Brad Muster.
And that was all Brad Muster. They ran that quick trap inside. Muster got hit, and then he just put his big body to work and picked up the 2 yards for the score. So just that fast, we got ourselves a football game again. Goes to 24-18 with a chance to go to 19. Watch the trap inside. There, the trap bridge, nice block right there. And then it's Muster. Get the body and use that lean. He's able to take Chalinsky right into the end zone.
Morton Anderson for the point after. And he's got it. And there is the hero of the moment, Floyd Turner, who came in for the injured Eric Martin, and it's now 24-19. 54 to go in the third. Steve Walsh, the third quarterback of the Saints, passing 54 yards to Floyd Turner. Turner coming in when Eric Martin went down with a concussion. He may not be back in this game, their top receiver. Turner normally the third wideout when they go to that alignment. Muster scored from 2 yards after Turner was dropped at the 2. Anderson's kickoff taken by Sikahema. The first man gets out to the 18-yard line, stopped by Fred McAfee. Bears have gone on top of Detroit 14-13.
Well, see right here, this man's going to have zone. Everybody else will be manned up, and then they'll go with the 2 safeties over the top to zone back here. Now what that does is that puts Eric Allen man-to-man on Turner. Watch him come across. This is where your help is supposed to come from. He does a poor job of reading, and then it's just all Turner speed. And then across the top, watch McMillan take the angle and the burst right there. Of course, this leads to the touchdown, a 2-yard run by Muster. Watch the block inside. Boom, right there. That's a nice block on Fridge. And then Muster takes Chalinsky in for the score.
First down, Eagles. Herschel Walker to the 22-yard line for about 3. For an NFL update, let's go to Greg Gumbel in New York.
All right, Tim, you were just talking about it. Jim Harbaugh's
team, Greg, in the NFC Central, and I know you'll keep us up to date on that one as it progresses through that final quarter. Down in 7 here, Eagles. Going out for Herschel Walker. He's not on the corner and got maybe 2. Joel Smenge, who got the start today for the injured Ronaldo Turnbull. Turnbull out with a thigh injury. Smengi making the tackle.
Joe Smengi, what he does well is run. You watch him. He comes off the corner. He's not a real big guy, but what he can do is he can get into passing lanes well, and then he runs to the football. And there's a couple things you can't teach, and speed is one of them, and Smengi has speed.
6'5", 250-pounder from Western Michigan.
It's funny how you can see a guy who's 250 pounds and say he's skinny.
Third down and 3. Connects with Walker. Perfect strike for the first down at the 33-yard line of Philadelphia. Wilkes and Ricky Jackson on the tackle.
Funny, Herschel Walker says, people are always surprised when they see me catch a football like I don't do it. You know, I'm one of the best receivers around. And I have to agree with him. This guy knows how to catch a ball. He understands the pass game, uses his body well to use body position, and he still has the speed. You know, the Eagles will use him in a 4-receiver set as a 4th wide receiver.
65 catches now on the season for Walker. Even in Dallas, they use him frequently in the slot because of his good pass receiving ability. And running this time, and that's classic Walker. Straight ahead, shoulders squared up. That's when he's at his best. 9 yards on the gain.
Well, you want to know the difference between Herschel Walker now and Herschel Walker a few years ago is when Herschel was getting the ball a few years ago, he used to put a little bit too many baby steps right here. See, now there's no hesitation. Now he's taking the ball and he's just blowing it right up the field. And that's the difference in Walker. And a good job by the offensive line. Antone Davis with a block. Holmes with a nice trap there on Ricky Jackson. Good work by that offensive line.
Second and long yard. James Williams in the linebacker for Vaughn Johnson. And Joseph, first down to midfield.
Now it's time for Steve Sidwell, the coordinator of the Saint defense, to give him them 8-man fronts and start taking away this run game. Now, to date, he's done that. And now he's found something that he's going to, keeping them a couple traps inside, keeping that defensive front off balance. He's running right and left, trap inside, power run right up the middle.
First down at midfield. Eagles leading 24-19 here in the third. Walker hit hard at the line of scrimmage, showing his power. He dragged Ricky Jackson for about 2 yards from the point of contact, but that got him just back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, well, you can trap Ricky Jackson once and probably get him, but you try to run it again, you're not going to get him. And that's why he's been so good, because he'll go inside and out. Watch Jackson come off the corner. They're going to try to bring a trap on him with Shad, and watch him dip. See, use the shoulder, get right up inside, and make the play. Ricky Jackson, for 13 years, he always shows up.
Turned into about a half-yard gain for Walker. Brister, quick release, good coverage, holding it to about a 4-yard gain for Victor Bailey. And Brister took a lick.
Nice job by Atkins of reading the pattern. Yeah, the sign of a good safety is he will be able to read the pattern as fast as that quarterback is reading the defense. And he'll make his decision as the quarterback's making decision. And the way you'll see that is when the ball's delivered, the safety will show up right inside.
Ronaldo Turnbull has come in for the pass rush here now, and Jimmy Spencer into the secondary for New Orleans. Third down and 5. 3 wide receivers for Philadelphia. Brister, that's complete, and it is a first down. Calvin Williams, a 4-year man from Purdue who has really done a job, especially since Fred Barnett went down early in this season.
Watch Calvin Williams. First of all, he knows where the ball is, and then he's got to come down with a catch. He knows where that first down marker is. Watch, they're going to bring the corner Cook right around the side, and nobody ever sees him. He comes clean, but he just can't get there because Brister gets the ball off too quick.
Inside the 40 of New Orleans. James Joseph smashing for 4, maybe 5, depending on the spot. Joseph, the third-year man from Auburn.